What's happening, Capricorn? This is going to be your general reading for April 2021. If you like this reading, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to also leave a comment if you feel you'd like to, leave me a message. It's much appreciated. I'll do my best to reach out to you and respond to, your words. Let's jump right into it without wasting any more time. So currently right now, Capricorn, what I'm seeing in your energies is, you're feeling kind of overburdened. You're feeling like, there's a lot going on. You feel like you have to do everything alone. You feel like you're, I wouldn't necessarily say ostracized, but you feel like there's a lot of weight on your shoulders, and it's almost like you're carrying the weight of the world, and it's causing you to not be able to be in your, I guess, ideal mind in a sense. You don't feel that sense of passion and creativity and freedom that you would like to have within yourself. Waking up in the morning, have your cup of coffee, go out and attack the day, that sort of thing. Feeling completely full and confident within yourself that, you got this covered, that sort of thing. Current challenges due to this energy. This card says take time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide more answers. So not necessarily like sitting there in meditation, closing your eyes and deep breathing. For some of you that may work. Other people, it might be a creative endeavor, just for yourself in a sense, whether it be like, writing poetry, any artistic endeavor, painting, that sort of thing, maybe journaling would help, kind of help you organize your thoughts and stuff like that. So with this card, I'm seeing this is you, this horse right here, right? And you're feeling like you're just weighed down, you're exhausted, there's so much going on, you've got, too much on your plate and that sort of thing. And at the same time, everybody that's around you, this is, those that care for you and that sort of thing, they're waiting for you. And they understand what it is that you're going through. They're being patient, and they're kind of looking at you saying, hey, you need to take your time. You need to be able to, rest and that sort of thing. And they will be there when you are ready to stand back up after you take this much needed rest. But that much needed rest and that, that kind of, what is it, the, kind of soul searching that you need to do in order to, figure out, your priorities and that sort of thing. And what it is that's bothering you, maybe whatever it is that's making you feel so exhausted. Once you tap into that, you'll definitely have a better perspective on things. Current subconscious influences, things that are going on in the background. You're feeling a sense of sadness here. I see, maybe a loss, a lot of grief. Maybe you're regretting some of the decisions you've made in the past, or maybe, somebody has done something that has left you feeling left out or lonely or that sort of thing. And that could be contributing to what it is that is causing you to feel this burden upon you. Maybe it's time for a little self-forgiveness. Forgive yourself for any mistakes that you have made. Forgive others for mistakes they have made in the past. Know that, the past is what it is. The past is the past. You can't change it. The only thing that you can do is really kind of change perspective of how you perceive, what has happened, what has gone on, how things have progressed, that sort of thing. So if you can't change it, you can think differently about it. And I think that maybe that's, kind of the underlying message of what's going on here, with these two cards and then this one connected, is that it's time to kind of gain a new perspective on things, maybe reevaluate. Maybe, what you are currently perceiving as the situation you're in may not be true, and the reason why you can't get out of the current feelings and thoughts and that sort of, idea of what's causing you all this exhaustion and sadness and whatever it is that you're grieving from is because you might have the wrong perspective. Maybe you don't have all of the truth about the situation. Maybe your own perceptions could be a little askew, and that's nothing wrong. We all make mistakes. We all think certain things, and maybe there's an assumption or a couple assumptions that you have made through your past experiences and stuff like that that led you up to this point, that have kind of locked you into a mental thought pattern that you need to kind of really take stock of and look at and go, is that really how things are? Is that really how it happened? Because maybe a little bit of objective perspective, put the emotions aside and look at things objectively from a third person standpoint, and kind of see if that all lines up. If not, you know, take stock of what the truth really is, and that's kind of like your pathway. I'm hearing Spirit saying that's going to be your pathway to you know, kind of alleviating the stress, alleviating the frustration, the sadness, that sort of thing, you know, and being able to kind of wake up and move forward. And I'm hearing right now, you might not be running right away, but at least you can kind of stand up and make a couple steps towards the future, start feeling better, you know. The past, let's see what we got for the past here. Yeah, so it's a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative fear-based thoughts. So maybe you feel in this current situation that you have not received your just desserts or your due rewards up until this point. You know, you feel like all of your efforts, everything that you have done hasn't brought you what it is that you are seeking to gain from what it is that, you know, what it was that you were progressing or working towards. This right here, I'm hearing in my mind right now, this is a warning to not be so focused on material items, not focused on the material aspects of life. While those things are nice and shiny things are cool and we all love to get something new and this and that, whatever, that's not the real purpose for what it is that we're here to do in life. And it's more of to find community, to you know, work with other people, to, you know, not as well as we would like to see ourselves progress, but also use our talents and our gifts or whatever skills that we have to help ourselves progress, but do it in such a way that other people benefit from it also. Present energies right now, let's see, if, you know, once you are able to get out of this period right here, you know, of exhaustion and feeling kind of, you know, broken and that sort of thing, I'm hearing the word broken in my mind, you know, you will be able to, you know, revive yourself, restore balance back into your life and spread your wings again. And, you know, I think you know, if you haven't yet already, I'm feeling some of you may have already kind of reached that point, but if you haven't yet already, this is where you're going to end up eventually, you know, eventually the dust will settle, the tides will kind of, you know, calm down and that sort of thing, and you will feel like yourself again. This is more of just kind of a transitionary period. Maybe you're learning something about yourself that you never knew. Maybe you're growing as an individual through the past experiences, you know, learning from your past, and maybe, you know, focusing too much on the ego and being too much in your head instead of your heart. But once you get back into your heart space, things will get a lot better. Near future. So yeah, a happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, having confidence in yourself. So letting go of the material aspects of things, not being overly focused on, you know, ego-driven concepts, that sort of thing, is going to be your way out of what is going on, you know, that's causing you so much stress and frustration. So you do have a light at the end of the tunnel. That's definitely true right here. Spirit's saying right here that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I think you just need to take some time and refocus what it is that is important to you. Kind of take stock of your priorities, what really matters, that sort of thing. You'll eventually get out of it if you haven't already. And if you aren't out of it yet, you are working towards that. You know, you will get to that point where you feel like you're back on your feet again. Things are cool. You'll wake up, you'll have your cup of coffee, and you'll go out and you'll attack the day, and you'll feel like, you know, you'll be back to your old self in a sense, but in a brand new way, in a brand new format in a sense, feeling like you have more wisdom to carry with you along the way. And you'll see all of this that has happened as just a lesson to be learned that helped you grow and transition and evolve within yourself. It will end up leading you to even bigger and better things in the future. You just had to go through, you know, the dark period in order to be able to get to the light. Current strength that you possess to deal with the situation. Focus what it is that you're doing with your career. Reevaluate, you know, why do you do things? Why is it that you're pursuing the goals that you're pursuing? What about it makes you feel good? What about it makes you feel joyful, feel happy, feel confident, that sort of thing. Maybe not necessarily so much on a materialistic point of view, going back to here. What is in your heart? What is the thing that, you know, why did you start doing this to begin with, is the question I guess you're being asked right now. Why did you start doing this to begin with? Kind of go back to your roots. figure out, you know, what it was that caused you to really enjoy what you're pursuing to begin with. And if it's not something that you know, that you've, if it's not something that you're kind of, you know, reigniting from the past, what causes you passion now? What causes you to, you know, have that fire for life? And what is it that you want to create moving forward in the future? External influences that might be influencing this. Let's see. So there's something that's going to come into your life. Significant life event here. Powerful powerful revelation that leads to change. It's time to spread your wings. I'm seeing this as a rebirth of yourself. You know, relating back to this card right here, saying, you know, you're going to reach a point where you're going to feel like your old self again, but with, you know, new wings in a sense. You know, much more wisdom, better knowledge. Learning from the past, learning from everything that happened, choices you made, stuff like that, and it's going to help you gain more perspective on where you're going in the future. And eventually, yes, you'll see it all as just being a lesson, and it was all a necessary evil, not necessarily saying it was evil, but, you know, quote unquote necessary evil to, you know, to reach the point where you're at, because now with that new perspective that you have, you're going to be able to accomplish things and perceive things and take care of things and do what it is that you want to do and achieve your, you know, your successes in your life with much more efficiency, much more tact, much more, you know, Capricorns can be very practical, so much more kind of, you know, determination on an organized manner, that sort of thing, you know. Hopes and fears regarding all of these energies. It is important for you to defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, and choose your battles wisely. So I'm hearing this message in my head is to really focus on anything you do moving forward, you know, as far as, you know, involving yourself in your own personal pursuits and others around you and stuff like that, you know. What's really important is to ask yourself the question, is this good for me, as well as is this good for others that I'm interacting with? I think that's going to be really, really important. You don't have to sacrifice yourself. You don't have to sacrifice your own beliefs. But watch your words, watch the things you say, watch the things you speak, watch the actions you take, and make sure that, you know, what it is that you're giving and putting out is beneficial to you and everybody else around you. So I guess not in the sense, not, I guess that I'm hearing in my mind right now, don't use others to your advantage if it means something that would cause them some sort of negativity. Make sure that if you're doing it, and it makes you happy, it's gonna make them happy, and just stay strictly on that path that you're doing it for yourself and everybody else. You're staying in your own, you're standing on your own 2 feet, and you're doing good things for yourself, and it's causing good and happy and positive experiences for other people. And if, as long as you stay on that path, things are going to turn out much better than you expected. So the final outcome for this whole reading is going to be things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation, possibly taking a trip. That could be, you know, a short distance, that could be a long distance. You know, you might just, you know, find peace in, you know, constant, you know, getting out of the house and, you know, just taking a walk around the block, going to the beach, going to your favorite place, a park, you know, wherever it is that you find your own personal peace. Whether it be long distance or short distance, it doesn't really matter, the travel, where you're going to, but it's kind of finding that place where you feel like you're connected and you can find get back in touch with your creativity and come up with new ideas and new things that you can use to, you know, create a better and positive future for yourself. So that's what I got for you for this month right now, Capricorn. Once again, if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.